Games Weasel.
Finally, what looks like is going to be a good Ghostbusters game is out this June, and last week I got a chance to chat to the guys at Terminal Reality about the game and Ray Parker Jr, the man who made that song.
It's one of those things that everyone remembers from their childhood. So for us taking a look at doing the game for it, we knew from the very beginning this had to be authentic, it had to be high quality, this cannot be your traditional movie game. Or people are going to be outside our office with pitchforks and torches. It's very dear to people's hearts, and it was very important for us to have all of the original talent back, to have Sony involved, and having Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis and Ernie Hudson, Annie Potts, William Atherton, not just lend likeness or voices, but actively contribute from day one of this project. Is a really unique opportunity and something that I don't think that anybody's seen before. So we can't wait for fans to get their hands on it.
It's very dear to me as well. I remember seeing it when I was 7, and that library scene, I just remember being very scared like the rest of the cinema. Everyone leapt backwards. Does the library lady make it into the game?
The library lady is back, as well as some of the other icons with Slimer and Stay Puft. But it wasn't just, oh, okay, we're going to pick the icons and they have to be in. It had to make sense for the story. Dan and Harold are really big on this is the 3rd chapter. We need to advance it. This isn't rehashing the other movies. So they are back to the librarian, who was in the first movie, and they weren't able to capture her then, the one ghost that got away, so to speak. So we're able to close the loop on some of the characters from the original films and tell a new story.
There's also some new weaponry, because you don't play as one of the Ghostbusters. You're one of the new rookie recruits that tests all the equipment out that Egon's made, because let's face it, having an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on your back isn't very safe.
It's dangerous business.
Yeah.
It's dangerous business to the point that they don't even want to know your name because of what happened to the last guy, apparently. So, yeah, as Dan is very keen to point out to all of us, is Ghostbusters don't carry weapons. They carry equipment. Now, the equipment happens to do a huge amount of damage, but, it was key for us we wanted to have some core mechanics that people would be familiar with in doing a third-person shooter-type action game. But he was involved and made sure that everything made sense. It made sense for Ghostbusters and creating stuff that's new and gives us the depth of gameplay that we really wanted. It's incredible the amount of depth that we were able to have with this game through either the environmental destruction, the trapping, the zapping, the blasting. I mean, you've got some hunting elements. Everything that we put in this had to fit with the pillar of it has to be fun, funny, or scary. And I think that we've really delivered on that with, the Golem technology of you never know. You're sitting in a room and we can create a creature out of anything that's in there. And runtime, that's really new for gaming, as well as ghosts that you're going to have to destroy, monsters you're going to have to destroy, this traditional ghost that you're going to have to trap. This is something unique. Nobody's seen anything like this before in gaming.
I saw a version of it last year, but it's so much more improved now. I mean, they've really, really mastered this thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. My kids can't wait to get one.
I bet they can't.
Yeah, I can't wait to get one,
The Ghostbusters, the video game, is set in 1991, 2 years after the second film. And the Ghostbusters have been really successful. And New York is just a buzz with the Ghostbusters. Stay Puft has his own cartoon series. It's the whole branding thing. They're exploiting it. And they're back once again. They're called on again to save the city of New York from paranormal destruction. With Ghostbusters, you want to have the experience. You want to feel like you're part of that team. So to maintain the comedic element, we really want to have the single-player experience dedicated to having those guys working around you. But we know people want to play as Peter Venkman. They want to play as Dr. Ray Stantz. So in multiplayer, you're able to do that. You and 3 of your friends forming a team of 4. You can build your own playlist of missions. We've got 12 different mission maps and 4 different environment types, 6 different mission modes. You can jump in for really quick, instant action to make it very approachable. People who have never played a console game should be happy with this and should be fun with it. And the guys that are online every night playing Halo, we brought it in, up to snuff for you guys too. We've got some great intensity.
Ghostbusters, the video game.
Just once. I wouldn't mind running with these other fools away from the track.
Where's the fun in that?
Coming June 2009.
You've been watching a review from Games Weasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Games Weasel TV.
GamesWeasel.com